Ladies and gentlemen,
let's get started.
I have thought a lot in the last 24 hours.
Time to get your weekly sports fix.
By the skin of their teeth, they lost.
Then you can just ride it the whole thing.
With Stix.
Let's roll into some NFL tomfoolery or whatever that is going on in the NFL week 6 and everything else going on. But first, bro, kind of a NFL. I know you've seen this already. Amazon Prime is going to do a Black Friday football game.
What?
Starting 2023.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like something they would do.
Kiss the malls goodbye, baby. Because you know what's going to happen?
What?
These jokers
what
are
go
gonna
ahead.
It's gonna be what they call Prime Day or whatever.
Go ahead.
Bro, they're gonna do Prime Day, so all the ladies that want to go out shopping now, it's gonna be nope, I'm gonna stay at home, and while my husband's watching football, I'm gonna be right here. Or maybe I'm not saying the women don't watch football, by the way, I'm not saying that.
Go ahead.
But anybody that's gonna be shopping on Friday, now you can just stay home and get all the Prime deals you want from a billion-dollar company that's just going to be giving out deals like no other on Friday. Hey, after the first quarter, let's watch this game. Scan this QR code for your 25% off. Free shipping, or what? I guess Prime gets free shipping.
There you go. I'm just waiting because
they are shutting the world down, baby.
Oh, it's gonna be barcodes all over the screen. Buy now. If you click on this, you get an extra 15%. It's gonna be crazy, bro. I'm telling you. And there's gonna be all type of metrics, because remember what I said is that now that they're making us stream this, they're not guessing about Nielsen ratings whether I'm watching anymore.
They know right away.
Exactly. They know when I came in, when I left, just like when you do a fantasy draft. That shit says log in, log off, log out, log in, log out 8 times because you're fucking around trying to figure it out, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be the same thing. And they're going to have first quarter. They're going to have you hooked because they're going to want you there to watch the game and then spend the bread. First quarter NFL merch deal. Second quarter NFL merch deal.
Oh, it's gonna be wild.
Halftime NFL merch deal with a clock at the bottom. Like, this is QV motherfucking C, man. And the shit is all linked to your Amazon, man. And yo, you got my watching habits, because you kind of did like, if they had, now imagine if Amazon had as much programming as Netflix. They would have my damn watching habits. They know what kind of crazy mental shit that I watch. They know the dumb, stupid shit that I buy that I don't even need. They'll know all of that shit, G. This is that next level Westworld shit, G.
Yeah, it's crazy. Starting next year, so.
But look at what Amazon, they're going to need in a minute, because Amazon is paying for some bullshit right now. They got 2 games worth of straight hot garbage. Now,
yeah,
12 to
week
12
6
to this and 12 to that. What?
Yeah, week 6, Washington, Chicago, 12-7. And you know what the good thing about that is too? We'll get into week 7 later, but then you get Chicago on Monday night this week. So hey, quality football games going on in these prime times right now.
And guess who's going to be watching?
Everybody.
They ain't gonna be struggling trying to find where it's streaming at and all that.
Hey, I know we forgot to talk about your New York Jets last week, homie. You didn't even get your piece in. Took down the Green Bay Packers 27-10. So you're on your boy Zach Wilson for years now. And did you see this coming with your boy Zach Wilson?
No, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Because he's not doing it. Well, first of all, I'm gonna tell you no, because he hasn't done anything yet. They're just winning, right? So Joe Flacco is responsible for a couple of those, but silently, when we clicked off last week, I was like, oh, it's a whole big ass note I forgot right here about my boy Zach Pimpin. This dude came back in and silently won 2 games.
Right.
Won against damn Aaron Rodgers. What the what the hell just happened, dog?
Yeah.
Win going away, road victory, underdog, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, never even a real doubt in that game. I think it was tied at halftime, 3-3 or something. But
3.
Yeah, then showed out in a second. Baltimore pissed away another lead like they always do against those Giants.
There we go. Speak on it. See, look at New York football right now. That's what I'm saying.
That's
you
why
can't
I
give
think
New York a chance to do shit. We got to put our foot on their neck every chance we get. Because look at them. Jets, Giants, Yankees. Come on, man.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think that we talked about it last week. I think the Giants may be something to be reckoned with here.
Yeah. Cover monster.
What else?
Monster,
your Rams bounce.
Sure.
Your Rams bounced back against Carolina and PJ Walker. I didn't even know he was starting.
I told you.
He's back.
It's PJ Walker. But look,
back for week 7.
I got a little something. I dug up something on the Rams. Let me fish around for a second, man. Let me go onto the archive. Let me fish around for a little bit for something that I got on the Rams real quick. Hold on. I got to go into the file. Let me find this real quick. All right. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, it's not good over there, man. And I'm telling you, I think I enjoy this better because I actually look at them like something's wrong with them instead of riding the home train. You know what I'm saying? When you ride the home train, sometimes them hors d'oeuvres and the snacks look good. Yeah, you get a little delusional, like you're getting fed, right? But look, the team rushing, because we know the rushing is garbage. I didn't know it was this bad. They've only had rushing over 100 twice. This is week 7 we going into. They've only rushed over 100 yards twice. You know what they had aside from those 2 games? Listen to this here. 38. This is a damn team total. Okay, this ain't a player prop, homie. 57. This is somebody's fucking player prop, man. 65.
For a starting running back on your team, those are player props.
52.
Not game props.
I ain't even gonna tell you how many rushes those are on. Forget about it. And how many people it took to get that. It's bad over there, man. That's why I was like, I hit you offline as soon as that blow up happened. What was that? It was Monday Night Football. Yeah. Robbie. And I'm going, boom, we get the Robbie news. He's thrown out. He's pissed off. And I'm going, woo, I got a spot for Robbie, boy. It looks like Carolina's trying to tank for Bryce, for Hooker, for Stroud. They're on the tank for somebody, Train. It's going to be good for somebody.
Well, they just they just picked up their first round quarterback last year.
Hey, look, they're in the same league with the Cleveland Browns, bro. Come on. Yeah, how many I keep getting them. Yeah. Because they're all cheap. Keep getting them. Because if you hit with the quarterback, it's the Russell Wilson formula. You hit with the quarterback early, then you could build around, right? You got to do like Trev Lawrence. You got to do like Andrew Luck. You got to hit with the quarterback early, right? Well, Andrew Luck, we didn't win with that, but you know how that worked out. I'm going, oh, Rams, let's do it. Let's put a package. We need a wide receiver. That's easy. He's disgruntled. He could stay right there. You know what I'm saying? They'll cut him.
Tell him to ship all his stuff.
There. Yeah, and boom, there we go. There's action. Man, these rotten, dirty ass stank birds is on it, bro. I'm telling you, birds are sloppy. They be on it. They peck away at everything. The damn birds went after him, man.
They didn't even waste any time. What was it? He was on the next flight by noon the next day. He probably you're right. He probably just went straight from, he probably got traded before he even left the airport that night.
He probably got the cut notification and everything went down right. The agent did the contract, whatever business needed to be handled right
while
then
he was
and
in
there.
The locker room.
And he put the call out. He put the call out probably before that and asked if anybody's interested. And Arizona Cardinals clearly jumped right on it because guess what situation they're playing with? They're playing with a damn under 18 Pop One or under 6 foot Pop Warner team that one of they little people, Oompa Loompas, got hurt. Okay, Hollywood Brown, he's hurt, out for the season. No. But guess what? You got D-Hop coming back, which is beautiful. Now you need somebody else tall. Bang! Now you got a whole different trajectory for the Cardinals, maybe. Robbie Anderson, I don't know what you expect. AJ Brown, AJ Green, my fault.
AJ Green, yeah.
AJ Green, he don't know if the pass is coming to him, which direction, and then you got D-Hop coming back with this little dude throwing it to him who can't sit still, running around constantly.
Yeah.
Is that an improvement for those guys or what? Everybody's active.
Yeah, so we'll see. I got a couple things on that as well.
It's time for those hometown plays of the week early. Let's go.
Let's get the hometown plays of the week from week 6. Rams money line for you last week.
Yeah, I had to take a win.
Yeah, take a win. Me too. And I picked the over everything. I said over 50 and a half, and it was only 28. And then Kenny Walker over rushing yards would have hit. I didn't get what it was, but damn well it wasn't 80 or 90, and he hit 97. So shout out to Kenny Walker. Told you boys out there that he's going to be the real deal. Just had to get his shot. He's going to be just fine. And that's what Coach Pete was looking for. And that's what Coach Pete needed. And that's why they're 3-3 right now, is because they have that option alongside Geno Smith, who is still the best quarterback in the NFL, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to have to dig into some over 3.5 field goals since the games have been unders. Let's see. Primetime unders are 13-6.
See,
league unders are 56-37-1. That's 60%. Road teams are 47, 42-3 against the spread. And then home teams straight up are 49-42-1. Keep running at 60% right now. Yeah. And then the prime times, especially, they were hot overs last year. Not happening right now. So 68% on the under and the overs in the primetime games. That's crazy.
Power rank is showing me every week that the NFL is getting tighter and tighter. 5 teams that are really separated from the pack, positive or negative at this point. You can take the 2 bottom teams, Chicago and Carolina, take them out. You can take the top 3 teams, Buffalo, Kansas City, and Philly, take them out. Everybody else, it's a touchdown game. No more than a touchdown. So every game on the outside of that is going to be close. It's just what it's going to be. I'm
gonna like to hear your take on a couple of these games that I got picked out for week 7, because with your power rankings that have been pretty much damn spot on all year. So I want to know where my off the top of my head plays going through these games, see what you got, because I got a couple other notes here for the games.
So there were 8 instances where my power rank had a discrepancy against what the line was. It would have basically been 50-50. If I would have played what my power rank would have told me, 4 of them would have fell off and 4 of them would have cashed. I mean, last week was the first week, which we didn't talk about, which was buys in the place. This week, now we got an off day for the homie. No stress, stress-free life. You know what I'm saying?
No Rams, baby. No Rams.
Now I can focus on the S, get the Kraken, and see what's up with the Seahawks and maybe the Horseshoe, see what's going on with them. But Buffalo is also off. Philly is getting an early rest too, and Minnesota. So some heavy hitters across the league, or supposed to be heavy hitters across the league, getting some buys early.
Let's start off with this Arizona-New Orleans game tonight.
That's it right there. That's it.
Since you were already referenced the bringing in of Robbie Anderson. I mean, just straight up right now, I would take the 2.5 points just in case the kicker can't miss, or kickers miss a extra point here and there. New Orleans is 2-4 against the spread. Arizona's 3-3 against the spread. And New Orleans is 4-2 towards the over, and Arizona is 2-4 over under.
What did we find out last week? That the information is true. Remember, we found out about Kirk Cousins. We found out that he doesn't know how to play any other time except for 10 a.m. Pacific Coast time. Whatever that is, Central. That's what he loves to play. Okay, other than that, he's whack. We also learned that Arizona don't know how to score in the first quarter and the first half period. So you might want to look to them on a Thursday, short rest, all of that business, the usual cliches, to not score shit neither in the first half. Yeah, I mean, I hate to be repetitive, but this is another one of those situations. I didn't even update everybody and tell you how my situation worked. I did work the teaser last week and took Washington to cover and stole the points from Tampa Bay, Who the fuck knew that?
Oh, geez. I forgot about that. Tampa Bay and
Pittsburgh. Okay.
Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Speaking of Three Rivers, the bullshit. Look, that wasn't no bigger. And I joked about it beforehand that the NFL had set that up to look like the perfect tease play. The only thing on the board with double digits that you could trust. You wasn't trusting the Rams to beat anybody by double digits. So no, you were looking at Tampa Bay easy on Pittsburgh with Kenny Pickett and a decimated defense. No, that did not happen. So the T's lost because maybe I feel safer about Carolina being shittier than I felt about Pittsburgh. I don't know. Look, this is the shit that I'm trying to get an edge in the NFL.
Again, I mean, even if the teaser, did you look at the teaser, see what the Carolina or what the Tampa Bay points would be go down to? Because they're like 11 right now, which is wild.
The thing was, it was bad enough that you have to go to those heights or those depths to tease points to win in the damn NFL. That's the first thing. I was scared of Chicago, that I needed the points for Washington.
Right.
That was the big problem.
Nobody knew a damn thing that was going to happen in week 6 with all those underdogs winning and covering and all that stuff, which is another reason why I like all these games this week in week 7. Detroit at Dallas. Detroit coming off the bye like you referenced.
Yep.
I'm going to roll with Detroit and the +7 again in this one. With Dak coming back, Detroit is still 3-2 against the spread, 4-1 on the over-unders. The only game they didn't cover was the their shutout.
Look at this. This is why I hate the NFL. Because look at how much time we can spend on the NFL trying to fuck around and lose. Okay, because look, this is one of the games where I have a discrepancy. This is a perfect example. I'm glad you picked this game. The line is 7.5, right?
7, right? Yeah.
Oh, okay, it went down a point. All right, cool. All right, my power rank has this game closer. I have it at 4.5. So that means is Detroit worse or is Dallas better? Is Dak Prescott 3 points of an upgrade or 2.5 points of an upgrade in a system? He's a starting quarterback.
Coming off a freaking thumb injury that he had surgery on. I mean, you still have this game at 7, and he didn't play well in the first game. And he got hurt. And I mean, you had a backup quarterback in the system for the last 4 weeks who went 3-1 or whatever. Okay,
these are the teams that are around Dallas. Better than Dallas. One ahead, Cincinnati. You agree or disagree?
Yeah.
One below, Minnesota. Agree or disagree?
Below Dallas?
Yeah.
Disagree. I'd take Minnesota over Dallas.
Detroit, even team. New Orleans. Even with
Detroit, even with, I'd say you probably have to say, that they're pretty close to even.
How about
you never know.
Cleveland Browns, better than?
I would say better than Detroit, but with their offense and their defense being ranked like 26 and 27 and both, I think you would have to say Detroit's probably better than Cleveland at this time.
See there. So that's you looking at it with a naked eye. Or Arizona better than Detroit.
Yeah, I'd take Detroit.
See, so that's what I'm saying.
So I like a lot of these underdogs this week.
It's all about having better options. It's all about having the best options. If we have better options, I'm sure the success rate will be a whole lot better. But everything is real scarce right now. So that's what I'm saying with NFL. If that's all that we have to play with, we might want to, maybe focus in a different place. Play enough to keep our interest on Sunday, just like Jerry Jones said. Don't fuck with me.
I was wondering to the 97-year-old Robert Kraft. They're going to put him in the octagon, see who comes out.
Yeah, you got to put Dan Shiesty in there too, because you know what I'm saying. He got to come in with the Redskins and I'm sorry, my bad, Commandos, and with the chair running down the aisle to jump into the match and slide the chair in to Robert Kraft. What you got for the hometown on the Seahawks this week, Mac?
I went back to my hometown. You know what time it is, and you know what a real is. It's time for those hometown plays of the week. Early. Let's go.
Playing young Herb and his tender rib rack. Okay.
Yeah. which doesn't seem to be, well, maybe it is bothering him last week because
I think it is.
that game was a little dicey.
He don't look right.
What do you got? Chargers -5 at home against the Seahawks. 50 is the over-under. Man, I think Seattle can control the ball now. I think they can control the game with the running game that they got going. Short little tight end dump passes with Geno knock on wood, not turning the ball over. Defense is still a little sketch, even though Tariq Woolen is 4 interceptions straight games with an interception. We talked about him a lot early, but it seems to be like he's the only guy that is making anything happen on that defense.
Kobe's out there. He's out there trying to hustle.
He's getting better.
Yeah, he's getting better.
He's getting better. So we'll see. I mean, I on a homer front, I would definitely say they cover this game. I don't know about pulling out a win against the Chargers. I think Bosa's still out, but you still have to you got the machine Khalil Mack out there. So
how are they looking ATS?
Both of them are 3-3 against the spread. Both of them 3-3 over under. It tells us absolutely nothing.
Well, we do know that you're playing 4th and whatever.
Yeah.
So
it was Staley's.
This could be an interesting game when you got 4th and whatever. They always make sure that they keep a proper witching hour.
They're like top spot on the witching hour. Well, I'll tell you my hometown plays of the week, and then we can get into any other game you want to go with. I got 3. I got one from the offensive side of the ball. I got one from the defensive side of the ball, and I got one from special teams.
Okay.
So we got the given Kenny Walker over 100 yards and 1 touchdown. So have to roll with my boy. And then just talked about Tariq Woolen. Going to have to throw it out there that he gets his 5th straight game with a pick. Have to roll the dice on that since it's 4 in a row. You got to have a little faith in the kid.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, you have to go with the all infamous Jason Myers. Will get 3 field goals.
The under.
And the game will go over 3.5 field goals. So I like both. I like that special teams play because you've seen the Seahawks get close enough to be in, on that turf in California at SoFi where they've played many times before with those Rams, and you know how the Rams
big advantage to the road team. Seahawks, traveling fans. Big traveling fans. LA is about to be popping with people from Seattle who could take a cheap flight down there and go and watch an expensive ass game.
Expensive ass.
Okay. So the Seahawks fans you will see cheering in that game in SoFi for sure for the Seahawks. The only thing I really had, man, that I feel like we should have spent any kind of time on before we move on to anything else, man, is that Super Bowl matchup from a couple years ago. I don't know if it means the same thing, but we got the Chiefs and the 49ers again with roughly the same squads, except for the Chiefs is working with something new. The 49ers is rolling up almost like this is revenge. We got the same ass dudes, literally the same dudes. The same dudes are there pissed.
Yeah, right? I mean, what San Francisco took the freaking L last week. I don't know. It's kind of one of those stay away games. But if you got KC 5.5, I guess if you could take them 2.5, you probably would.
It's going to be an interesting game for division setup because you got San Francisco, okay, can take control of the division. And the 49ers, I mean, not the 49ers, but the Seahawks ain't ready to give up, man. They don't want to tank for none of the 3 guys.
No.
I mean, I don't know why, but they don't want to tank for none of the 3 guys, or at least not yet. And Ayuk had a good game, even though they said that Garoppolo and Ayuk got beef, some old school beef from back in the day. I don't know, another week of NFL shenanigans and chicanery.
Yeah, it was a Monday night game. So I remember talking to Jones. Like 300 yards and penalties. There were like 27 flags thrown. Who knows? That's another thing. You never know what's going on, especially with these referees now. I mean, definitely takes away a little confidence when you're betting a +7 or a -2.5. So
That's what I'm saying. That's why I try to look
the
for
foolery, bro.
I try to look for the storylines. Like, okay, so where's the division matchups? We got Cleveland versus Baltimore. Okay. They could make Cleveland win. And so now the whole division is now 3-4. Why not?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you ain't lying though. You ain't lying.
We could have Detroit beat Dallas at home, and then Dallas falls way behind the Giants and Philly in the division, and it does nothing for Detroit because they would still be way behind Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't even matter, but it would just mangle up the situation more, which all makes for real fun when we get on here and we put this thing together for everybody, man.
Yeah, real fun unless we have some tickets in the place. Yeah, tickets in place.
Tickets, yeah.
A couple of my underdogs that I liked, and I was checking out Houston +7, 4-1 against the spread. Atlanta +6.5, 6-0 against the spread. The Giants, how are they a 3-point underdog?
I could have got them at 4
at Jacksonville, 5-1 against the spread.
That's right. If the world could see my scribble sheet, which I can't, and I wouldn't even reveal that type of information, you would get the same knowledge that the boy Stix just gave you. Power ranking picks: Atlanta, asterisk; New York Giants, asterisk; Houston Texans, asterisk; Kansas City, asterisk; and New Orleans, asterisk.
Nice. So I didn't take a side on the KC game, but the New Orleans one, that was my pick too.
All the other ones are just scratch.
Got one. Jets.
Okay, I knew that's where you were going. Okay.
Yeah. Where were they? They're 4-2 against the spread, and I think they win this game straight up from what you've seen from Denver.
You might have the baller play of the week right there. That might be the all-in play of the week, because look, well, I have Denver 2.5 better, and that's seeing them look like ass and seeing the Jets look like they look.
Breece Hall kid, man, he's coming out. And I didn't see. Well, Denver's defense was actually okay, but
that's the thing.
They may be defeated with all this Russell Wilson drama going on.
That's true, because you know what? Because I think now that brings up another point. Beast Mode and Sherm is out here talking.
Right.
So it's almost like the Arizona Cardinals thing, where you got old players from the squad saying this is a shitty place to be, or you know what I'm saying, or something like that. This situation, they're putting out there nationally that we've been having problems with this dude from way back. Why y'all wanted to fumble? These are the same problems we had with this dude back then.
Yeah.
It was covered up.
Yeah, and you got Melvin Gordon over there all giving the side eye. I mean, how does that dude get 3 carries? He didn't even fumble this time.
He didn't even fumble this time.
He didn't even fumble this time.
Wow, I thought.
And you got Boone and Latavius Murray, someone you pull right off your practice squad. Shout out to Latavius Murray. I mean, he's a good dude. I'm not
teams this year.
I'm not hating on him either, but
yeah,
you literally gave Melvin Gordon 1 series. Is that a team thing? Is that a Russ thing? I mean, everything's pointing to Russ at this point. So, and he's not making those plays. So that's why I just say, I mean, at this point, Denver has shown us absolutely nothing. So I would roll with your boy, Zach Wilson, and just the straight up money line on this one.
Yeah, I mean, you got a little bit of, the whole Denver altitude business. But hey, I mean, if you want, I can put in a call and I can get you Russell back right now. Right now, I mean, it takes a couple calls. I could do it. Rebuild.
I think Sunday's going to be a good weekend of football, though.
38 is the total. New York Jets and Denver Broncos.
You better get your walker ready. Roll up to that counter, get that ticket, homie. I don't care how low that number goes. I think you're going to be able to keep it right at the U.
That's right. We were looking funny at that 30-something last time, and they pulled up a fucking 19.
Yeah, they're whacking. They're crazy out there.